Browns getting ready for another AFC matchup over at First Energy Stadium. They will host the Cincinnati Bengals. Of course, the loss last Sunday to the Steelers pretty much put an end to the thought that the Browns would be able to somehow rally and make the playoffs. They're currently 5-7 on the season. Freddie Kitchens is getting heat. Baker Mayfield is getting heat. And the Browns are getting ready to face the Cincinnati Bengals. Baker Mayfield banged up, hurt his hand in that loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers, has been limited pretty much all week long, kind of not throwing the ball very much, played the second half with a glove on his throwing hand. So all in all, Mayfield trying to gut his way through it. He says he'll be fine come Sunday.
Just getting better each day. We're walk through tempo today besides the individual routes that you guys saw, so no need to try and do it today.
Do you still fully expect to play Sunday?
I do.
Have you thrown it all since the game?
I have not.
Baker, can you take me through what your expectations were when Kareem joined the team offensively? How happy are you with how he's been able
Kareem's been a tremendous asset to this team, obviously offensively, but just the change of pace he brings to the game, playmaking ability, and just the desire to win and be a good teammate. He's added a whole nother perspective to us that, it's a great thing for us.
Baker, how much do you think you need to throw before you play this weekend?
If we communicate on the right depths and where we need to be, then shouldn't have a problem. It's all about timing and knowing that we've built chemistry, and I need to put the ball where we talk about it, and then they need to have their depth and be there on time.
If you haven't thrown, why are you? What gives you the confidence that you're
Because Mama didn't raise a wuss.
Have you had to get any kind of treatment on that hand at all since? So what did they do?
A couple of hand massages, just your casual everyday hand treatment.
Is it just strictly a bruise?
Yeah, from everything that they evaluated. Just a nice contusion bruise, whatever you want to call it.
So given what you said about the way you were raised, is this all a pain thing?
Yeah, pain thing.
Pain tolerance?
Baker, how much do you, when you decide to, we've seen you scramble, we've seen you nimbly get out of the pocket, get out to the right. When do you decide when you want to actually run when a play breaks down as opposed to just trying to extend it? We've seen you run for a touchdown this year, but you don't want to call.
Yeah, no, I think it comes down to trying to get the ball in the playmaker's hands. I'm obviously not the athlete that a lot of those guys are, so giving them a chance to make plays and trusting them to make more plays than I do.
You said you don't think you'd ever played with the glove before. Why is that, and how was it disconcerting at all to have to play with one for the first time?
No, I just took getting used to it, warming up. I've thrown with a glove, but I've never played with one. It was a little different, but got used to it and thought I played fine.
Did you just prefer your hand on the ball?
Yeah, normal grip to where you feel the ball, feel the touch, feel the spin of it when you release it.
You feel somewhat lucky that there's been a lot of injuries where you hit a helmet and really serious.
Yeah, I'd say if Bud Dupree was there just a millisecond earlier, it could have been pretty bad, but pretty fortunate.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, ever since we started 2-6, we've been talking about going 1-0 each week and trying to just beat the opponent in front of us. It's the same motto we've had. Freddie stressed it all week, saying we can only worry about what we can control. Obviously, we need help now, and things need to bounce away. But I think the most important thing is, can we play our best game and win a football game? I don't know if we've done that yet as a team, and if we can do that on our own, then we'll see what happens. But right now, all we're focused on is beating Cincinnati this week. They've played a lot better as of late. Their defense is, I want to say, average 10 or 12 points given up the last 3 games. They've beaten, they just won their first game, so they're going to come in high. Andy Dalton is a good football player. He's played in this league for a long time, and he knows how to win games. So it'll be a good test for us.
Well, how confident are you that Baker can be effective with a banged up hand?
Yeah, I don't know the severity of any of that. I just know he came out and played the second half, and he wasn't complaining about anything to me personally, so I don't know the extent of those injuries or what's going on, but I know he's going to do everything he can to be on the field, and I don't think there's going to be a disadvantage. I don't think it's going to be a weather game or anything this weekend. I think it's going to be 50 degrees, and we're going to be ready to roll with him.
Joel, you've been on teams that gone 0 for December. Here we are in December now, and after that Pittsburgh loss, are you curious to see how this new collection of guys reacts?
Yeah, I want to see how we respond as a team. It wasn't our best performance. We wanted to come out there and get a win last week, a team that we thought we could beat, and they took it to us in the second half, and it was disappointing for sure. But I think we do have the right guys in this room to respond. I think not much has been said in that sense where we need to respond. We're just focused on beating Cincinnati this week and doing everything we can to get that victory. But it's a challenge. You come back, you think you're rolling, you have a chance, and it kind of knocks you down a peg. But that's the NFL. It's a week-to-week business, and how good can we be this week?
How does, after that pass rush, how does the line bounce back? I mean, that was a pretty
they got 4 or 5 guys out there that can do some serious damage. Playing at a really high level, and it's one of those things you go back, we watch the tape already, we try and correct the fundamental issues that we had, or if it was a mental issue, fix those things. And then we got some guys this week that can really rush the passer again. So, like I said, every week in the NFL you have a new challenge. I think Pittsburgh probably has the best mix of run and pass guys in the league. But I got to block Gino this week, and he's a heck of a player too. So there's no shortage of that. You got to be ready to go each and every week. And some we try to improve on. We worked on fundamentals today. We worked on the proper sets and taking our right angles, using our hands, all those things that we can improve on, and hopefully it works for us.
How have those two guys that you guys have run in there at right guard responded this year? I mean, Kevin was obviously traded. He didn't just leave, but from going from a guy like that to where you've been, how do you think those guys have done?
Yeah, they're fighting their tails off, man. They, Kush has been around the league a long time, and he was out there, and he was giving his best shot, and did some really, really good things on the field. Had some big games. Baltimore, he played really well. There was games where it was like, man, this guy's doing well, and they put Wyatt in there now, and he's a younger guy. He had 6 or 7 starts last year, and I think they wanted to see what they have in him as a right guard of the future, and I think he's improving. I think if you look at it from a week-to-week basis, he had a couple tough pass reps late in the game, but if you look at the overall picture, there were some really good things that he's done on the field, and it's one of those things that we talk about is how consistent can you be on a play-to-play basis, because offensive line play is all about consistency. If you have 69 great plays and 1 or 2 bad plays that end up on a sack in a TFL, people think, man, this guy didn't play great. And as an O-lineman, you want to have those 70 plays where it's like, man, my guy didn't make the play or my guy didn't make a tackle. And it's one of those things we're just working on is continue to have consistency on a play-to-play basis.
What have you learned after going up against Gino over the years?
He's strong. He's explosive. I think his bull rush you can probably put up there with anybody in the league. That thing is powerful. And he's one of those short, compact guys. He's probably only 6 foot, but he gets under people, and he uses his natural leverage to really be a dynamite player. So you got to account for him, know where he's at. He has the explosive first step. So in the run game, sometimes too, you got to make sure he's not crossing face or penetrating, and want to just try and be responsible for him.
It sucks for us in this team that we weren't able to pull it out. But right now it is what it is. We got to just learn from it and continue to get better.
Is it tougher to get over a game like that, given all that was on the line?
Yeah, I think just how the game played out. We were winning at first, and we just let them come back and end up just beating us. I think because how the game folded out, it is a tougher game to get over.
So what's your mindset for these final 4 games moving forward after, like you said, the chances took a big blow to make the playoffs and stuff like that?
It's still the same mindset. Take it game by game, day by day, and just try to go 1-0 this week, Don't lose sight of that. And, you never know, anything can happen.
Have you studied the Bengals defense yet, and what have you seen?
I haven't got a chance to look at them yet, but I know just from the past. Their front, they're defensive linemen. Dunlap, Atkins, those guys are really good.
Were you sorry to see Chris Smith go in such a tough scenario?
Yeah, anytime you see anybody go, it's tough. And, I love Chris. His team loved him. We all love him, and it's a tough situation.
You mentioned how it was tough because you guys had the lead. The start that you guys got off to, and how frustrating is it when you're not able to maintain that, and then, especially when you get behind, you're not able to have kind of the role you did early in the game?
Yeah, No, it's a tough situation, but it's just gotta learn from it, keep moving on, and just gotta move on.
Any bets with Dell or Jarvis for Saturday?
Nah, I don't. But hopefully my dogs can pull it out.
Baker said he still fully expects to play Sunday, even though he hasn't been throwing. What does it say about him that, he has this painful injury, but
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
going to fight through it?
it's bait. He's tough. He's gonna fight no matter what. He's gonna go out there and lay it on the line every game, and that's one thing that without a doubt, no one questions.
Talking about Baker Mayfield's toughness, you heard him asked about the way the Browns got away from the run in the second half. Browns ran the ball just 6 times in the second half, just once after the initial drive, even though Baker Mayfield's hand was beat up. One of the things that Freddie Kitchens has taken heat for is the play calling, and the reason is they were running the ball effectively and they didn't do it in the second half. So let's see if the Browns learned from that mistake in the loss to the Steelers.